Alright, please excuse my mess. I'm building multiple new Rise Armament rifles here. So what I've got is a 20-inch Rise Armament Ripper, some new Ripper receivers, handguards, and a 20-inch Rise Armament sniper barrel that I already had. I'm going to be showing you how to properly mount a Warne X-Skel. Same instructions should work fine for just about any other scope mount you have. I noticed that at a recent match, a shooter was having issues. He actually had me take a look at his rifle, and I think I figured out what the problem was. And it was actually something very simple. Instead of this scope mount being snugged forward, he had it floating in here in the middle. And so as you fire under recoil, gun moves, scope mount moves, even if it's nice and tight. We want to have this snugged forward. So I have it in the last open rail setting on the top of the receiver, which is where I usually find my scope to work the best. Here I'm going to finger tighten the locking nuts on here. From there I'm going to grab the Warne torque wrench. If you have a different type of torque wrench, it's still 65 inch-pounds. It's recommended for the Warne mount. Make sure you know the manufacturer's recommendations for what mount you're using. From there, holding pressure forward, and that nice little red light and beeping sound tells me I'm good. I always like to go back and double check. And this one will break away and not allow you to push past it unless you push past the breakaway. Now I'm also going to have, this particular gun is going to get a Vortex Gen 2 PST 3 to 15 by 44 first focal plane. I'm going to use this for a little bit more long range fun, stuff like that. But if I'm putting a 1 to 6, whatever I'm putting in there, I'm going to use a Warne torque wrench for the top rings up here. And this is the one that they sell. It's a great option. As you go in and as you go to tighten it down on the scope, it's going to go tighten and then click. As I put my scope in here, I'm going to lay prone, I'm going to go standing, I'm going to make sure that the eye relief is correct in the back. Once I get it mounted, I'm going to use multiple levels. I'll put a level on the scope itself, then I will use this level on the receiver. It will actually come through just like this, and then from the top side I can see that the level is level, if you will. Then I'll have that mounted on the top turret on the scope, try and make sure that those are level perfectly. I'll slowly tighten these in a bolt pattern like what you would on the tire in your car. When I get done, I will tighten these down to 25 inch-pounds, which you can read is the recommended amount for the Warne mounts. Make sure you use the amounts that you're going to use for your mount, at the correct mounts they recommend. Once I'm done with that, confirm everything is still level. I'll take it out, zero the rifle, confirm it at distance, and using this method I have not had any issues. So this should be the easiest and fastest way for you to mount your scope mount. Remember, snug it forward, torque it correctly, mount your optic, level it, torque it correctly, then take it out in zero. You shouldn't have any issues.